Hey everybody, welcome to Bass and Hog TV. It's been a long time, and every time I do a video, I'm like, wow, we can't have that happen again. I have to do a lot more videos. But work, life just gets in the way, and I respect these guys out there that do these videos every day, every week. They squeeze it in, some of them even in the evening. So I actually don't know how they do it, but they're able to squeeze all that work in, editing and stuff like that. So anyway, today I'm doing a sort of unboxing video. I've never done one before. I decided to do it with this situation that I have. And it's more like a unwrapping video. So there's a backstory to this. So I don't know if any of you remember Byron Velvick. He was the Bachelor way back on the show The Bachelor, years and years ago. Seems like decades. So I'm sitting there. I remember I'm sitting there that evening. I'm watching the first show of it, and I've never watched The Bachelor before till then. And my wife walks in and says, "What in the world are you watching?" And I said, "The Bachelor." And she said, "You watch The Bachelor?" I said, "I have to. This guy's a tournament bass angler, man. I gotta watch it." So I decided I watched every show, the whole thing, all the way to the end. And then it kind of for me, kind of disappeared. I didn't hear about him. I did hear a little bit on celebrity news, I guess, way back on different situations, different things that he was doing. But I really didn't watch many tournaments where I saw him fishing. But he is an excellent angler, if you read his background. But anyway, he now has a YouTube channel. It's called Fish Tales. Now, I want to tell you, Byron has nothing to do with me doing this video. I don't get paid for it. There's no sponsors. I wish there was. But I decided to do this unwrapping video because when I tuned in to Byron's video called Fish Tales, he had Rick Clunn as a guest, and I think all of you out there know Rick Clunn. If you watch bass fishing, you watch BASS, if you watched it back in the day, you know who Rick Clunn is. In my opinion, he's the GOAT. I guess people would argue that fact between him and Kevin Van Dam, but I like Rick Clunn. I just think he's the actual GOAT. But anyway, that's just my opinion. So long story short, I'm sitting there tuned into the video, and the first thing Byron does is says, we have two winners, one for a fishing reel and fishing rod, and one for a Livingston Lures prize pack. And he names my channel for the Livingston Lures prize pack. And I'm like, I won something? I've never won anything in my entire life. So the way I am, I really don't trust a whole lot nowadays. So, especially on social media. So I got the Livingston Lures website. I went on livingstonlures.com, went on the website. I had never heard of Livingston Lures. And lo and behold, there's the website. It's really a cool website. And it has a lot of cool lures on it. I mean, it would take me too long to explain everything, but you got to go on that website, check it out, livingstonlures.com. And again, I'm not getting paid to advertise their website, but I am pretty happy because I received my prize pack. And that's what I'm going to open on this video. So without further ado, let's do it. So I'm going to open this prize pack, and generally I'll rip, I'll rip stuff open. But here I've got a pair of scissors, and I'm just going to cut through this cut through this box and see what I have. Ah, that's a nice sound. We all love that sound. This is the time of year, right before spring. Spring, actually, you know, we're almost mid-February, right? A few days before halfway through February. And this is when you really, you know, a lot of us start going to sporting goods stores and getting our lures and going and shopping and going online and going to Amazon, pulling lures. We're cleaning our, at least with me, I'm sanding the rust off of some of my hooks, switching hooks, changing hooks, getting ready because we just can't wait to get out there and make that first cast. So I got all my lures. Let's see what I have. Now with Livingston, with this prize pack, if you win a prize pack through Fishtails, which is Byron's YouTube channel, if you win it, it's $100 prize pack, at least for me it was. I can't say that's for everybody. He may end up changing that. But I got the $100 prize pack. And I just assumed that when they send you a code, and I just thought, want to put the code in, and they've got the lures already picked out, right? I didn't think I was going to be able to go on there and pick whatever lures I wanted. Well, I was able to do that. It's really cool. So right here, I got what's called a fish catching machine. Here it is. This is Pro Ripper Magnum, electronic bait fishing sounds. Now, I don't have one lure that's electronic, but I'm going to open this up. And I love the color. This is what made me buy this lure. Or not buy the lure, I actually pick it out. Because I love the colors of that thing, man. I mean, if you look at some of my other, I only have a few YouTube channels out there, but if you look at them, you're going to see that, you know, like on this lure, it got a little bit of yellow, a little bit of a hazy orange there. They're my favorite colors. And I tell you what, I think I'm going to get bit on this thing. I really do. This is pretty cool. It's quiet. There's no rattle in it. Yes, it is. It's a rattle. So it's going to be, I think I'm going to do real well on this. And when I do, especially if I catch my PB on this one, I will do a video on it. So let's see what else I have. And they package them up real nice too. You could see, and some of these packages with lures that you buy, they're a pain to get open, and then they have little staples in there they got the lures stapled in. Livingston doesn't seem to do that, and I like the fact that I can just pop it right open. I picked this out because I love topwater action. So this is a Team Livingston Series Walk and Pop 77 Bassmaster Classic winning sound technology. Look at that. It just pops right open. This is cool. This is a popper. It's got that nice white, you can see that nice white tail on there. The feathers, I love it. Love it. The white hair. And I think I guarantee I'll get bit on this. This is love poppers. I've got a bunch of them, and I catch fish on every single one. I like the color of this. Really nice. It's got that kind of tannish white belly, like that. Yeah. Like it. And when you open this pack, it actually explains how this thing is working. This should be really interesting. I can't wait to use these lures. This is going to be great. The next one I have is a Pop Master. Now, electronic baitfish sounds again. I think all the lures have the electronic sounds, and I have never, like I said, I've never used a lure like that. So I like that. You just pop it right open, man. It's so cool. Look at this thing. This thing's, yeah, this is going to be nice. This is called the Pop Master. You could see that. Really nice. I'm going to really enjoy using this. All black. This is the kind of popper that I've had success with. Like I said, I love the topwater action, man. And where I go fishing, I get a lot. I fish a lot of ponds. Those of you that have seen my videos will know I do mostly pond fishing, but I do have a couple lakes I've gone to and that I will go to using these lures, and I've had a lot of success. This is a whopper plopper style, which is pretty cool. I tell you what, I had a big bass hit a yellow one similar to this. Now, it didn't have the electronic sound to it, and just cracked the thing. And I'm not going to say the brand that made that lure, but it cracked it like right down the center. I couldn't believe it. And this fish was a slight over 4 pounds, came from a pond. So this is going to create a lot of action. So next, I'm real excited about this one too, the Pro Ripper Magnum. Again, electronic baitfish sound, Livingston lures. It explains, every package it explains everything on the back. Look at this. This is a nice color. I like this color. You could see the color. And I can tell you what, when I buy a lure, I change my hooks on every single one. I've got a bunch of boxes of different size trebles and some single hooks. Sometimes, you know, like with something like this, I'll usually take this little treble off, put a single on there. I've got a couple of these where I've taken the treble, removed the trebles, and I have single hooks in there. And several reasons I do it is those trebles tend to rip at the fish's mouth. They do a lot of damage to the fish, and I'm like that. I hate doing that to a fish. So anyway, I can't wait to use this. This is pretty cool, man. It really is. I have never had and again, this is like a rattle trap style, as you could see, a trap style. So I've never had a electronic sounding lures. So I can't wait to try them, man. And let me tell you what, all I need is one PB off of one of these lures, and my butt's going right back to Livingston, right back to that website, and I'm gonna get some more lures. So, or you know, I get a lot of action off of a few of these, maybe all of them, and I'll be right back on that website. So last but not least, I love the way these open, man. This is pretty cool. I know you guys out there might say, geez, why are you getting so excited over simple opening of a lure package? Well, the reason is because I've done some damage to my fingers actually opening lure packages. You know, I can't understand why some of these companies do it. I know they want people to be safe, but it's a little bit of a pain for me. But anyway, I've got this diving plug. This one is, again, the Dive Master Junior 8. It's called Dive Master Junior 8. And I tell you why I got this. I got this because it has, see if you could see it. You see it, if you could see it up close, it has that baby bass color. See the color of the lure? The green, the white belly, and then you have the black spots. And also, one of the ponds that I go, which is more like a lake, it's a huge pond. I mean, it takes me a couple hours to just walk around the one pond. It's actually two ponds, has crappie in there. And the bass feed off these crappies. And I like the fact that it's got these black spots on it because I think this color really is going to be a bass attractor. And, you know, we'll see. We'll see if one of these lures actually become a famous lure for me. We'll see. You know, the chatterbait is a big time. If you guys go back and watch my videos, I talk a lot about chatterbait. I mean, everybody loves chatterbait, and it does catch some big bass. But I got a feeling these lures are going to do a real good job. So that's it. And you heard my backstory. And I'm not one that really worries about getting paid to advertise anybody's lures. I use everything I talk about. I talk a lot about different brand and lures that I use, and I know a lot of these podcasts and YouTube videos. A lot of these bass fishermen and tournament anglers will talk about, certain lures, and they're sponsored by a lot of these. I mean, I don't have proof of that, but I'm pretty sure they are. I don't have any sponsors, so I'm going to end the video. And those of you that are tuning in or have tuned in, thank you very much. And hit subscribe or like, that would be great. And from Bass and Hog, I haven't done this in a long time. See you on the water or around the ponds.